A common occurrence at our regular park is for people in cars to just drive by being like, nerd! And then we'll just all shout back, mundane! There's a lot of people who look at LARPing and are just like, how do they do that? But there are a lot of people who look in admiration being like, how can they do that? That's amazing.
It's a people-centric place. You meet people that you go to school with, you meet people that you might work with, you meet all sorts of different people through it.
It's more than a hobby, it's a lifestyle. It gives me a chance to write, it gives me a chance to perform. I love making costumes, I love socializing and helping run and organize events. At work, I'm only one thing. Here I get to kind of access all those other opportunities that in some hobbies you only get to do one thing, whereas here it's basically whatever you want it to be.
Because of today being the changing of officers, we are, this is part of the tournament, basically a crown tournament to celebrate the changing of officers. That of course being Simon and Desmond.
So my name is Simon. My main character that I play right now is Crone. And outside of Amtgard, I'm a server, bartender, and a student.
My name is Desmond Knight. I have two characters that I normally play. One's a 6th level druid named Ball Icarus. The other one is a 5th level bard named Dip Dip.
LARPing started off in Texas, and I think that currently there may be about 16,000 active players. Altogether, it is very widespread, and we're mostly connected through the internet or through travel.
There's three main LARPs that are heavy combat: Amtgard, Belgarth, and Daggerhear. Amtgard is the only one of those ones that does not involve some sort of grappling or kicking within combat. It also allows you to do a bit more pure swordscraft, in my opinion, just like in fencing or any sort of historical fighting that I'm used to doing.
Amtgard's come a long way. It's about 30 years old now, and I think that it's still going strong. Like with the new Levy rule set, it's much more in tune with how gamers think. Like a lot of people play World of Warcraft, so there's a lot more quicker, faster, rechargeable abilities that you can keep the game going. The pace is always moving. It really keeps people active, and I think that it's a lot of fun. If cosplay is a big thing where people just like to dress up, there's a lot of that here too. So there's a lot of different aspects about the game that people can just grow in, especially in the arts and sciences. People make stuff and just hang out and really bring a lively culture to the game as a whole. So I think that it'll keep growing, and I think that it'll be fun.
But we still have the hit location system where if you lose an arm, you have to put it behind your back and fight with the other arm. If you lose a leg, you have to drop down to your knees. If any other hits to that leg doesn't count anymore. However, if you get hit in the hip, that is considered torso, and a torso hit is in fact an instant kill.
This weekend happens to be two events at once. The provincial Midreign and then the local coronations. So we're running a massive tournament.
It's a chance to have a bunch of people from all over Canada get together here in Ottawa and have a really great time.
Desmond is a new guy. He hasn't been in this position before. He brings some fresh ideas, some role-playing ideas for the term. I'm looking forward to see what he'd bring to the table. And Simon, he has held a position before. I don't know if you heard him in the background, but he knows how to get people organized and stuff like that.
To become an officer, you have to pass a Reeves test, which is your knowledge of the game rules, a Kapora test, which is a test of your knowledge of the rules that run and organize Amtgard as a whole, and the Northern Empire specifically, as well as you have to pass Crown Quals, which is a crafting competition. The way I plan to getting in is simple and cheesy. Just show people like what I do, what I can do for the park, and just realistically talk to people, see what they want from the park over the next 6 months, and do my best to facilitate that.
I'm running for office for a couple of reasons. One, I've seen a lot of people who have given back to the game, and they really inspire me. They both make me think that I can bring what skills I have to the game, and make me realize that it's something that is worthwhile doing to help out other people like they've helped out other people. That's something that really inspires me. Also, we had a major rule change recently, and it's been a tough time adjusting for a lot of people. So I think just that little bit of extra enthusiasm that I can bring will help us get back to having a great game that we know it can be.
Desmond's a good friend of mine, so best of luck to him, but at the end of the day, I still want to beat him.
Simon and I are actually pretty good friends. We have a lot of the similar goals for this term. We both just really want to like run and put our stamp on the park. That's why I'm not too afraid if I am going to lose, because I know he's still going to do a good job. I just still want to give it my shot at this term.
I'm not too nervous. I know whoever wins, they're going to do a good job, and they'll do great in service of the Duchy of Falfrost.
Hear ye, hear ye! All take your seats. The court of Prince Side of the Shadows will now begin.
Okay, I want to thank everybody for coming to the event first and foremost, even though the rain's been coming and going. I'm hoping everybody had a great time. Everyone have a good time? This has been amazing. So, with a lot of pride, I would like to award him the Walker in the Middle. I would like to announce that the new Duke for the next 6 months is Master Ball.
6 month party in Falfrost. I won! Woo! So our winter term's well underway now. One of my goals was to get people really involved, and that's trickier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm starting to learn who I can count on to to be able to pull stuff out of a hat, and who I should be counting on to try and do stuff a little bit more planned. But most people I can trust just to come out and have a good time. So at the very least, we're out and having fun. But in terms of our long-term plans, it's looking pretty good. On our week-to-week basis, we've been really focusing on high-energy games and keeping stuff moving. So especially with the winter months coming up, we really don't want to be sitting still that long. So come out and try it at AmpGuard. Even if it's not me running the games by the time you get here, we always have a lot of fun.